Today, it's the ORL and the NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series coming to you live from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for this, the Canada 125. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jacob Hitz, and I am joined with Jimmy Powell III in the booth today, once again, for the second time this season, as we are about ready to go green here in Canada. Let's try that one. All right. So we've got, I believe, 13 drivers in the field today, all ready to go. Happy hour just ending as we speak. And now let's bring Jimmy Powell into the situation here. So, Jimmy, you've been out on track. You've practiced a little bit. You've seen all the other drivers practice. What do you think we'll see so far today?
I think one of the biggest issues is going to be that really tight turn. I believe it's turn 5 and 6. It's very tight, and you have to go at a very specific speed to go through. That's the only part that I see that's going to give any trouble. Other than that, it's really just going to be cold tire issues on the starts and restarts because of the sliding around. But overall, I feel like we're going to see a pretty good race. Looking at the standings right now from practice, it's obvious to see that Mark has the best performance out of everybody here. So it might be a battle between second and third between Jason Hubbard and Drive-Thru. But yeah, I think we should expect to see a pretty good race. Maybe not a clean race, but at least a race nonetheless.
Absolutely. So the field is loading out onto the racetrack right now as we speak.
Got everybody up sync double file.
There we go. There's our nice little transition there. Trying to deal with a new stream process because Streamline OBS decided to die on me today. So
yeah, I was wondering where you were.
Well, yeah, I tried to get the stream ready to go, and it said it wouldn't connect to YouTube. So I had to then open regular OBS and stream. Hello? Really? 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 Really?
What the frick happened?
Really?
What the big...
Really? Alright.
Big thonk.
You're there. Okay.
No.
Well,
I mean, I'm here, but like
okay.
Not in the, yeah.
Okay,
So.
let's... What even? Hamachi is having problems. Hamachi just refreshed again.
We could all just use port forward. That's all I can think of.
Well, Hamachi's back up and running, so that means everybody's going to start popping back into the game.
Oh, whoops! I'm not even connecting through the right node. I'm retro. It's still not going. It just says opening network device.
Oh, you can't. Try it now. Everybody else is back in but Derek.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So everybody did die. Well, wait. The order didn't stay. Then we're gonna have to do qualifying again.
Nah, it should. We'll just restart race like that.
Okay.
So, and I need to make Adria boss. Like that.
Wait, how did it keep the order?
Because everybody came back in except for Derek. Derek's the only one that is
Also,
not
it wasn't
back
the server itself that went down. It was just...
It was everything.
Oh.
I need
Like,
to...
how to keep the... Whatever.
Speaking
it's
of,
fine.
I need to...
Sir, we're still streaming, right? We're still here, right?
That's what I'm checking on. Because the last time this happened, it wasn't.
Off to a great start.
Yeah, we're not. Okay. Frick. Okay. Let me... It says we are. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're still here. We're still rocking and rolling.
So we're still on stream.
Settle in, relax.
We're still here.
We're
here. We're all right, and we'll do it live. All right.
Well, sorry for that interruption, folks.
Once again,
It's just NR being NR.
it happens every week, and it
It's okay.
yeah,
We're just gonna
we're gonna test some
take it in
things
stride.
after this race. 31 laps. 31 laps.
A Canadian Tire.
Mark Riggleman Jr.'s on the pole, then drive through in the 77, then Jason in the 66, newcomer Ibrahim, let me double check that last name, Dejani in the 4, then the 8, that's Tony Earnhardt, and here we go, we're green! Off to turn 1 they go! That happened! Side-by-side for the lead between the 66 and the 77. Hubbard takes second away. As everybody's slowly coming through turn 2 and now into turn 3.
Oh, I don't like where that 8 car is. He's
Oh, there goes the 41. That's Trey. He's off course, comes back on, almost hits D-Ray. And into turn 4 they go now. Oh! Oh, trouble! Drive-through gets turned! He gets hit by Earnhardt! Earnhardt's into the tires! Traces around!
he's through
Drive-through's inside the ambulance!
Wow.
The
Well, I mean,
leader,
I guess that's a quick
Adria fell through. Okay.
Wow. Everything just happened all at once.
Everything fell apart.
Now wait, we get 1 restart from the first lap, right?
We're gonna have to. Yep.
Yeah. That. Is Adria back in? Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
Yep, everything's back to normal. So. Wow.
So let's try that again. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see that happen again.
No, we get 1 restart, so.
At
There we
least.
go.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
So actually looking at the complete order of the grid, so we got up to the number 8 of Tony Earnhardt.
Not even.
He will be 5th place, then Trace Ryder in 9.
Yes.
And Trey Fish and then I guess Trey Fisher would be there.
Yep. 41.
Drew Hutchinson, and then Christopher Rowan and David Alvarez in the back. I feel like Rowan and Alvarez did not qualify, so that's why they're.
Oh, they did not. But that's a big points battle back there because both of them are in the top 3 for points.
They're
Or in the
probably
top
thinking-
5 for points.
They're
So.
probably thinking that they could.
And
maybe
because
just go for
because
race.
Travis is not here this weekend, Travis will lose the top spot in the points. So as long as David finishes the race, he should take the points lead away.
And looking at the point standings right now, I think Travis will at least fall back to 4th after this race.
He
No,
will lose a lot.
He might fall back to 3rd, maybe.
Well,
Not sure.
we'll see what happens.
He'll definitely lose the lead to Alvarez.
They're coming through turn 8. No, that's turn 9. And now going into turn 10. So we're going to try this one more time. The green flag is out. We're racing in Canada.
Wow, the 77 got a great start there.
Drive through to the lead in turn 1.
And this is not the first time we've seen this at a road course with him. We know that he's very talented at these tracks, but we know the 26 also has the power. We saw it during the
Big sliding in the back.
phase.
Jason slides
know.
off. Earnhardt takes that spot away. Oh, James
Everybody's going
and
through this
Trey
grid.
almost made contact.
Oh, Earnhardt is pinching the 66 down.
That was
Oh,
close.
wow, cut him off right there. That is, and I know Jason, he's not. Oh, wow.
Oh, Jason gets turned. More contact. Trey gets sideways. He cuts turn number 5. And now everybody's off.
everybody
Ibrahim
is
traces
Wow.
off. Earnhardt is off. More contact between
That
Earnhardt.
has to be a full course yellow at least.
More contact between Earnhardt and Fisher. all in turn 6. Jason went from the front row to the back.
Full course yellow is out. They're racing back. The 77 through the grass, and he's flying.
The yellow is out, which means they should be slowing down right about now.
Coming down into turn 9, I believe. Oh, he's going to the pits. Huh.
I guess pit road was open. Drive-through comes in. It is 2X wear.
And Riggleman.
And not a lot of people are coming in.
Back.
Riggleman will hang on to the lead. In fact, the 77 was the only one that came down onto pit road, as did the 9 of Trace. I believe he got towed. I think the 9 car hasn't too much damage.
What in the world even happened? Because I know it started with the 8 making contact with Hubbard, and then everything just went. I'm not sure.
He got stuck in the gravel. Oh! He got rear-ended hard by David in turn 5.
Man.
Very hard contact.
That won't be a redo, though. We only get one
No,
restart.
it will. It will, because the caution came up before lap 1, and we do not get one restart. So that is a redo. And Adria got it before me, so.
All right. Let's see if we can do this again.
Yep. So, we'll try it once more.
Drivers to your cars.
And that means we should get...
Oh, it looks like the 11 tried to join up, but just too late to qualify. Doesn't look like he'll be joining the field.
Yeah, he did qualify. He qualified in the 9th position. However, he has not been able to get in. So I don't believe he will be. And now Trey fell through.
Man. We still got 16 seconds. Join back.
10, 9, 8. I don't think he's going to get back in.
Well, that's a shame. Because he actually was doing pretty. He was actually doing pretty consistent.
Well, if he comes back, he can rejoin, and he'll just be a lap down.
Settle in, relax, take a deep breath. A long,
So,
hard
He'll get all of his laps back.
Gotta pace yourself.
Yep.
That's how it usually goes.
So the field comes to life once again. 3rd time's the charm, right?
Hopefully. Because is there a limit on how many?
No, I do not believe so. I wrote the rules and I don't even remember, but I don't believe that exists. So
I wish I had a laptop but I don't. I need that for moderating though.
Yeah.
But
Trey lost his Wi-Fi. They're into turn 10. We'll see if drive-through can get a great start.
Here comes Riggleman down.
Green flag! Riggleman's gone at the start!
Wow! And the 66 got a little sideways, but he might actually get 2nd place here. I think he's trying to get away
Earnhardt
from the
right on the curb into turn 1.
Whoa!
Oh! Trace gets turned right in front of James. Off course he goes. Everybody on the brakes in turn 1.
I believe that would be a local yellow.
Derek got in. I don't think it'll be a local. I think it'll be a local.
No, I think he got going.
Everybody's going. We stay green.
Got a battle for 2nd here. Jason and drive-through. Seen this before. Follow the road course.
Jason gets by just fine. We'll see what happens here.
I think those guys know that they need to pace themselves. They should not be racing each other too hard here in the opening laps, especially in this turn. This is the treacherous turn that I've been talking about.
Oh, Earnhardt goes off.
That's exactly what I was talking about. You don't want to over corner. You also don't want to underdrive it either.
Everybody in the back gets through fine. Onto the Mario Andretti straightaway. They're now into sector 3.
I like how Trey referred it as the John Andretti Speedway.
Into turn 8. This one's going to be hard.
Man, 26 sent it through there, didn't he?
Guys are going to be coming flying through here. Everybody's so good. Into turn 8. Now turn 9. Now turn 10. And Riggleman will lead the first lap of the race.
Well, he got through the first lap, so there's no restart from this point.
Yep, that is the restart lap unless over half the field crashes in an accident before we get to lap 10. But I believe it's lap 5 on a road course.
Keeping 4th place. Abraham is in 5th. Battle for 6th right now between the 78 and 22.
Yep, and that'll be
Oh,
big.
we got one car off. We got one car off course. That's Drew Hutchinson, the 97.
And Earnhardt went off, and Ibrahim takes that spot away.
Coming back down in front of the 9, but he's...
Oh, Mark went off! Mark went off! Jason to the lead. They're now in turn 4. He went off in turn 3.
Derek is actually on track now. So it looks like now it's the 66 and 77 out.
Mark overdrove it in turn 3. Jason's having connection issues. They're up to the Mario Andretti straightaway once again.
Trey's back online, so he'll be getting his laps back. 22 looks like he messed up turn 6 there.
Down to turn 8.
Oh, we still got Jason there.
Jason's out in front. He goes a little wide. He goes off and he spins into the wall. He's still off course. That'll be a local yellow.
Wait.
He gets going. He gets going. We're still green. Drive through to the lead.
Now, Mark is now caught up to...
Mark is all the way back in second again. And now here's David on Earnhardt off turn 10.
Lap 3, and there's already all sorts of things happening. It's hard to keep up.
Side by side into turn 1. Earnhardt slides up in front.
Oh,
David
man,
underneath. What a move. David into the top 5. Oh!
77 is not getting through the corners.
Ibrahim went off, going off turn 2.
I don't know if he's trying to save his stuff right now or just...
There's the lap car trying to give Jason some room. That's out of turn 3. Leaders are in turn 4, headed to turn 5.
Whoa, David took that turn really wide.
Off to the Mario Andretti straightaway once again. The 41 in is a lap down. Currently getting passed on the outside by Ibrahim. Up to Mario Andretti straightaway to go.
And he'll have the advantage going into this next year. That's true.
Yep. So off they go now.
Hey, he's already passed him, so.
Yep.
So Hubbard back in 3rd place. Mark and drive.
Oh, Mark! Mark really drove it in and almost got into him.
He had to get on those brakes there, but he recovered pretty well.
Off turn 10 and now back into turn number 1. Go the leaders. Drive through trying to win in his home spot in Canada, as now Derek is on pit road again.
He's got the Canadian tire.
Oh, Derek went off and has a lot of damage. He went off in turn 5. Just came up over the hill and couldn't control it into the kitty litter and then into the tires. So he's on pit road getting that damage fixed. Meanwhile, Ibrahim goes off again coming out of turn 2.
The 26 is being a little more conservative now. I think he realizes that he's pushing it a little too much, and now he's just kind of laying back from the 77. Maybe he used up his stuff a little bit too much. I think the 77 has been the cleanest car out here so far. Oh, he hit that curb.
Absolutely. Now they're coming up through. Up through 7. And into the Mario Andretti straightaway. Drive through trying to get his second win of the year. His first win came here in Canada in Montreal a couple of weeks ago. Into turn 10 out of 10, and drive through holds on to the lead for now.
Going down into turn 1. This is the first sector for local yellows. Once they come around through turn 2, at the end of that will be the...
Oh, David got into the back of the tray on the front stretch. David got off into the grass coming out of 10, got into the back of the 41. The 78 got sideways. He stays on it, but he's going to lose a lot of time to that lap car. Lap car really tripping him up. But Chris is 20. Chris is 11 seconds behind David right now. Not much of a factor as Ibrahim goes off in turn 2 again. That's the 3rd time in a row. Now he's off in turn 4. He's into the wall. That's turn 3, rather.
I liked what Tony Earnhardt did. He laid off from the leaders and let them go by. He knew that he was a lap car and that he was slow. Just let him on by.
Ibrahim falls to 5th. Earnhardt already got lapped.
Yep.
That was quick.
He knew that they were coming up on him, so he just broke right before turn 5 and just let him on by.
And now David takes 4th away. That helps him in the championship, but right behind David in the championship is the 66 of Jason Hubbard. He is going to have to get by him at some point if he wants to pad that lead that he has. Right now, it's about 95 points. 5 laps in the books. Here in Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, drive-through has led all but the first one.
Bergman is really driving through there. I feel like that he's being a little too aggressive here on these runs, but as you know, it is 2x wear, so they will have to make a pit stop here soon.
Oh yeah.
I was not able to test what at what time they would have to do that, where the fuel window is, but we'll have to see. But you also have to take care of your tires as well. This isn't like a super speedway where tires don't really matter. You really have to manage them because you're doing a lot of braking and turning.
Up the Mario Andretti straightaway they go once again. Here comes Mark to the inside. Drive-through gives him the room, and Mark to the lead.
I think that was just strategic. I think he knew that he just wanted the lead to let him on by, and he can just conserve his stuff.
And Mark, at this point, is just racing for wins. He's only ran one other race, and that was New Smyrna. He was going to run last week at Michigan.
He's not going to be in the championship running.
No, he won't.
It's
But
too late for that.
any win would be a good win for Riggleman, as now he takes the lead. No real battles going on the racetrack right now, other than the top two. Oh, drive-through lost second gear.
Oh, no.
Drive-through lost second gear, and that's why Mark was able to pass him coming up the straightaway.
And that's crucial because second gear is like one of the best gears in this whole
Yikes.
circuit. Yeah, you can see he's kind of losing some ground. That's going to hurt him.
Well, for drive-through, the choking continues.
Jason Hubbard back in third place. He's
going to catch him.
Relatively good.
Mark is gone.
If they can get a full course yellow, it might be a battle between him and Mark.
Absolutely. As long as Jason can stay consistent. As Jason has just lost time. Wow. Drive-through got up on top of the curbs there in turn 8.
Catching up to the 41. 41 goes into the grass, but they avoid collision, so that's good.
And the 11 went off right in front of the 8. The 11's going to get lapped. He pulls off course into the grass, turn 2. Look out.
97 has got a lot of damage. He's not going as fast as he
Oh yeah, he hit something really hard. He's lost the back bumper off that car.
And they're coming up on the 8 car again for another lap. Hopefully he'll be respectful about it and get out of the...
Oh, well, he almost wrecked it in turn 4. Let's see what he does here in turn 5.
It's hard to really be forgiving here at these road courses because of how narrow the racing surface is.
And now he goes wide right in front of him. And now he's right in Mark's way. And now pulls off to the right.
Good move. He's got to do that for drive-through as well, but drive-through slower.
Now, drive-throughs may not even happen until they get to the front stretch. Because remember, that 8 car should still have second gear, while the 77 does not.
That really sucks, though, because what a bad break for 77, because he had a really good shot at one, but that pretty much just blew all of his chances.
Unless all the other competitive cars crash out as the 8 pulls to the side.
He's pretty much on track just to get points. That's what he's here for.
Yeah. And he's still staying in front of that 77, kind of holding him up a little bit more than he would like, I'm sure. As they come off turn 1, down into turn 2, drive-through takes the inside line. And he's got him.
He's able to get past.
And here's
Hubbard. Hubbard, I feel like that if there's a caution or good pit strategy, Hubbard still has a chance at winning this. That and David. But David got a little bit of damage if I recall correctly.
It doesn't look like he has much, if any, but he's 17 seconds behind the leader as Derek goes off again and now cuts back onto the course. And
it doesn't look like we really needed the local yellows because whenever an accident occurs, it's usually just one car.
That, and it's typically just sliding off course and then coming right back on course. Here's a battle between the 41 and the 85 going into turn 1. That could have been big as they almost made contact.
To complete the 9th lap.
4 races left in the ORL Season 1.
Next week is Talladega, and that's when the real excitement starts up. And I feel like that's when we're going to have our biggest field of the whole season.
Oh, David is off at turn 5. No yellow as James gets into the back of Trey. And now Trey's into the wall off turn 6. Into 7. Trey comes back out onto the course right in front of David. Not in front of David, in front of Derek.
Man.
The 11 car. I do not see a caution.
And both of those guys are 3 laps down.
That was a hard hit. And Earnhardt is off into the tires. That's turn 5.
Up to the 97, Drew Hudson.
Earnhardt is off again. And he's stuck in the gravel.
You know what? Even better about this.
Oh, Mark is off! Mark is off at turn 8!
And here goes drive-through.
Drive-through into turn 9. He takes the lead. D-Ray is off and into the tires hard.
I don't know how long that's going to last, though.
Drive-through takes the lead again. 10 laps in the books. And they got Trey in front of him again.
I don't think drive-through's going to try to push the envelope. If the 26 catches up to him, he's just going to... He knows that he can't really compete very well in that second gear.
It seems like the only spot where he
Whoa,
really
the 41.
struggles. Oh, the 41! Right in front of the leaders!
Wow! I don't know what that was all
Into the
about.
tires!
You'd think that some of these people would get a black flag for that kind of stuff. Because that was just uncalled for. Here comes the 26. He's caught up to the back end of the 77.
And this is where I'll get him right here, coming out of turn 6 into turn 7.
It's going to be on the straightaway.
Yep.
No doubt.
Right about here when they shift, here comes Mark with the bigger run.
Yeah, he's catching up. He's right in that draft. He's going to get up here to turn 8 and probably get around him here. Oh, he kind of drove it in a little too hard.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here in turn 9 as they try and get by Derek. They will just fine into turn 10.
And, the 77 moved up a little bit too much.
Drive-through leads another, but he won't lead the next one as here comes Mark to the inside. Side-by-side for the lead. Turn 1. Mark on the inside. Drive-through on the outside. Driving it hard. Let's see what happens in 2.
Side by side.
Turn 2 is going to be rough. Mark on that outside. Mark goes
He's
off.
off. He's off.
He comes back on. Drive-through still there. Still side-by-side into turn 3. More contact as Mark had the inside. Almost pushed him off.
He's still there. He's still there. They're still side-by-side.
Hutchinson's in the way. They're off to turn 4.
That's a bad
drive-through spins it. Drive-through spins it into the tires. No.
Into the tires, and that's going to kill his engine right there.
That hurts him. Drew Hutchinson goes off turn 5. Mark takes the lead away. Drive-through now has pressure behind him for second.
If drive-through had any chance of winning this race after that, by far.
Ouch. Chris has retired.
That really sucks.
Trey has retired. 2 retirees already from the event.
I feel really bad for drive-through. He had such a good run going into this race.
And now Jason's right on him.
Looking at the point standings, now that Christopher Rowan has gotten out of the contention, he will still stay in 5th place. He might actually get closer in points to James Bowles, who is in 6th place behind him, about 200 points. So,
and
if James can stay out on the racetrack, he might be able to catch up in points.
Well, James is about to get lapped pretty soon. As drive-through...
Oh, whoa, and they're spinning. Whoa!
Oh, man, yeah! Trace and James That's turn 5. Oh, Trace went off and came right down into James.
Oh my goodness.
And he's still sitting there. Here comes Mark through turn 4.
We have gotten no local yellows except for beginning of the race.
And we got a battle in turn 4 right now between the second place cars. That's Drive-Thru and Jason. Expect Jason to pass him going into 6.
Oh, he's right there. He's probably going to move him out of the way. Because Jason is not afraid of moving people out of the way.
Into turn 7. Now to the Mario Andretti straightaway.
No,
Closing in on halfway through the event. Here it comes to the outside.
I think he gave him a little bump.
Side by side, Drive-Thru's got the preferred line going into turn 8. He's able to clear him. Jason to second.
His car is too damaged for Hubbard to second place.
Mark completes the lap now, and he's got James right in front of him. The gap to Jason, almost 8 seconds. We'll see what
41 has been called to the hauler after the race, so we'll have to see how that goes.
All right, so now we've got another spot to be after the race. That is very good to know.
So, Riggleman has had a pretty easy drive so far.
Well, he has gone off it a couple of times so far, so it hasn't been the easiest drive in the world for him, but
it's relative to everybody else. He's had a
yeah, him and Jason have kept their cars clean for the most part. Now,
like I said, if Jason plays his cards right, he might be able to win this thing.
We'll have to see what happens with fuel strategy and pit stops. Because they will need to pit. They will not be able to make it on fuel. Plus, tires are going to become worn at some point in this event as well. 1 lap away from the halfway point here in Canada. However, Jason is closing the gap little by little on Mark. A lap ago, it was 7.78 seconds. Now it's 7.38 seconds.
I think Riggleman is just trying to preserve his stuff right. He knows that he really should be conserving everything, so that way he knows he can make it on fuel stuff.
I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's up the hill now, down into turn number 4. And now up to turn 5. Gets a little sideways. That's Derek off again in turn 5.
Right. Did Derek retire? No,
Not yet.
He's just waiting.
And into the Mario Andretti straightaway he goes. And
Man,
then here's the
crowd-
congestion.
Oh!
Oh, Jason gets turned! Jason gets turned off the front bumper of David because James was in the way.
That was
Unbelievable!
That should not have even happened. That was
James was in the way. Jason had to be on the brakes and Drive-Thru gunned it. James tried to get out of the way. He didn't. He got into the grass instead. Jason hit him. Then Drive-Thru hit him, and then Jason went off and into the wall.
That was just carelessness on the 85's part.
So Drive-Thru takes second away again. Jason down inside Derek. There's contact in turn 10.
I don't even know what to say about that. Well, I think at this point it might just be Mark's race to lose.
Well, we'll see if Lappers can screw his day up like they've screwed everybody else's.
I can only imagine what the driver's chat is like right now.
Halfway home here in Canadian Tire. Halfway to the finish.
I don't think Mark has anything to worry about now. He can
Not at this
preserve
point in the
all he
race.
wants right now. I think he can preserve all he wants. Just clutch around the track. He can pretty much just. You know, he could probably do his pit stop right now and still be fine.
Mm-hmm. Unless he wants fresh tires for the end of the race, which is a possibility.
Yeah.
He's off into turn 1 again. Ibrahim is on pit road. He's now a lap down. And Mark is catching up to Trace, who's in turn 2 right now. Mark went a little wide there in turn 3. Almost overdrove it. Oh yeah, he hit the wall hard. That's going into turn number 9. He slid off and then got into the tires and got even more damage to that car. He's now on pit road. So he'll go another lap down.
Well, right now, Mark is just trying to pace himself. That's pretty much all you can say. Everybody else is pretty much out of contention.
And I believe we have a battle.
Actually,
We have a battle brewing for second again. Drive through and Jason. They're back within a couple car lengths of each other. No! 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 Crap. We're back! We're back! We're back?
I think so.
We're back. Jesus. Ah!
Yeah, the server isn't up. It doesn't.
Cars coming back in. Oh my gosh. And now everybody has to come back in. Oh my goodness. Adria isn't even in the server.
I can't.
Now she is.
It's not letting me connect. Hold on.
Good grief. Good grief. Caution flag has been put out. I think. I at least asked for it to be put out.
It just says opening network device, so it's not.
Give it time here. Oh my goodness. Stream is alive again. And it looks like we're somehow still going.
It's not letting me join back, so I don't know.
Wonderful. I don't know why it isn't letting you come back. Jason has caught Mark. This is the closest they've been all race. Whoa! What on earth? Mark just stopped.
Sometimes it says connection established and then it just doesn't.
Mark just stopped. Jason just took the lead. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, it's not letting me join back, so. Sorry, I can't commentate because it's not letting me do so.
Mark is still stopped on track. On the... Mark just got towed. What even? I think they're red flagging off the backs, off the Andretti straightaway, right before turn 6. Yes. That's exactly what they're doing. All right. All right. Well, Jimmy's out of the booth. Okay. Now,
Lap plus. Just don't.
what
We don't have to go around.
on? Okay, somebody
11
explain to me
million.
what is going on. Like, I know the internet died. Like, what's? Okay.
We're all
I
pretty.
got
So-
towed. I got towed.
So everybody who is one lap down is getting.
Shut-
Everybody is getting one lap to them. Oh, Earnhardt saying that he was one lap down.
There's no way he was one lap down.
There was no
I
way.
passed
Yeah,
him twice.
that was false. We
I
know
passed
that's
him
false.
twice.
I thought he was
Everybody
one
is
lap.
getting one lap. Okay?
Except for
Add-
Should we go to the back? We shouldn't be stopping at pit exit, should we?
Just stop at pit exit.
Yeah,
Things are
okay.
having to change.
Stopping at pit exit.
everybody but Mark, because Mark's a lap ahead of everybody.
Is he? Hold
Yes.
on, let me check.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
It's because of
Well,
the.
why
It's,
don't we just
No,
lap,
Mark's on the same lap as me.
oh,
Oh,
now,
no, I
well,
lap plus
yeah, I was
you.
gonna say he lap plus.
just lap plus
Okay.
everyone?
Yeah.
Only
I'm
once.
lap plusing everybody one lap.
It happened because of the internet problem, which we're going to talk about post race, and because Mark got towed when we red flagged him. That's why what happened.
You see, this one's not an officiating issue. This one's internet and the game being pricks.
Yeah, but
Also,
Sorry.
I'm afraid we're going to have to go back away from Hamachi
I'm starting to think so,
because Hamachi's the only thing that's been causing these issues. Because when we
saying many
Oh, Dropper, by the way, I forgot to do it with you last night. If you want to test port forwarding after the race, I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, it's alright. Everyone's car just is either blue, green, or yellow.
That's the
that's gonna
Okay.
happen. You're gonna have to deal with it.
But except for whoever's up front, the
Mark.
8 car and the.
I gotta be.
Dang it!
literally 5
I'm
seconds.
pushing the brake, but
Trey fell out.
Trey was here.
Yeah, we forgot about him. I mean, he
Okay.
blocked me.
Yeah, I want him to the hauler post race.
Yep.
Nah, don't call the race. Don't call the
Don't
race.
call the race yet.
We
Alright,
can
who-
get
By the way,
this sorted
everybody on
out.
this restart, please take it easy because these tires are going to be colder than the fucking Antarctic right now.
Yep.
What are we
Yeah,
waiting?
just be very cautious.
I think we're waiting
How
on
many laps
Adria
ago?
to finish
12
lap
ago?
plussing.
on? Okay, that's fine.
Is everyone going back to the lead lap or just?
No,
No,
it's-
Everybody's-
everyone's getting one lap.
These
It's
tires,
just-
when you start the race, are about 100 degrees. They're down to 88, right? 87 right now. At least mine are.
Look, man,
Mine
it's cold in
is-
Canada.
Straight up. It's only 3 cars on the lead lap. It's just like cars. I'm just gonna point that out.
One of them has engine damage. One of them doesn't
Has
have
a
second
gearbox. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
my
the left
team,
car.
my team actually fixed my engine damage after I got
Gear.
towed.
God damn it! I can't get my
God.
second gear fixed. Like they
I
did
was
some damage
relying-
fixing in my pit stop, but
I was relying on Mark having engine damage for me to actually be able to race him.
oh dang!
Okay, everybody has been lap plus.
okay, let's get
Okay,
rolling.
There we go.
let's go. I think Tony needs
Mark.
to go to the back.
Yes.
That's why you pulled forward.
What am I pacing at?
70.
70.
70 is the default, as said in the driver's meeting.
Are we agreeing this time?
I'd say
We'll
so.
figure it out. Let's get in line first.
There's nobody who. Anybody need anything currently?
Who's 4th?
11's going east.
Go,
By
Tyler.
the way, I'm sorry if I go over 70, but this track has so much goddamn elevation change, it's hard to hold a steady
Makes it
70.
so fun.
It's fine, really, as long as you aren't brake checking the field like I do.
I'd say we need to space out for the restart just to make sure like nothing bad happens.
Should we just do a single file restart?
Because
Well,
these
yeah,
tires are going to be fucking
Yeah,
hot.
Yeah, we should
let's do
single
single
file
file.
Sorry for the show.
Space out.
All right.
Let's
well,
do like an IndyCar style restart.
That, yeah.
Yeah, spacing out.
Yeah,
Alright.
Formula
Space.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to announcer, and here we are again. So we've got about 11 laps to go on the restart here. As the connection issue and then Mark being towed has now all been resolved. And we should be going back to green this time by. And they're going to be single file for this restart because these tires are going to be very cold because all they did was sit on pit road. They're coming up through the Mario Andretti straightaway right now, heading towards turn number 8. And now through turn 8 they go. Now heading through turn 9. Good grief. And now through turn 10. Green flag. Remember, drive-through does not have second gear. Into turn 1. Jason takes second away. That was close. Into turn 2 they go. Jason trying to get a run on Mark. Jason's right on him. Out of turn 3, up to turn 4. Out of turn 6 to turn 7, now to the Mario Andretti straightaway. To turn 8. Off course goes Trace in turn 8. The leaders are in turn 10. 10 to go. Mark out in front. Trying to stay out in front. But he's got Jason Hubbard right behind him. The top two have yet to win a race in the ORL. And both of them really want today to be the day as Jason overdrives. Turn 5 and off into the gravel he goes. Drive-through takes second away again. Ibrahim has retired from the event. Mark is gone. As of now, it's Mark's race to lose. We'll see how he can handle the next 10. Now make it basically 9 laps. Nine to go. Mark continuing to drive away. Meanwhile, the battle for second brewing once again between Drive-Thru and Jason. Jason right on the edge of the grass. Into turn 4. And now up to turn 5. Jason right on the curbs. He's able to keep it on the racetrack this time. Up to 7, and now the Mario Andretti straight away. Mark continues to pull ahead. into turn 8. Now to turn 9. And now they make their way towards turn number 10. And Jason's right on him. Jason's got the better run. Not enough yet. Now off to turn 2. Oh, drive-through gets sideways. He goes off. Jason goes off too. Jason takes second. What a slide. Now through turn 3. To turn 4. Into turn 8. Turn 9. And now to turn 10. 7 laps to go. Mark out in front. Almost 6-second lead. He is gone. He's already off into turn number 2. Mark's just having a mind of his own. Trying to stay out in front for 7 more laps and get his first career win. He was on the pole last week at Michigan, then crashed, and then we had to restart, and he didn't come back. At New Smyrna, he was in a prime position, led most of the race, got turned with 3 laps to go, couldn't seal the deal. That was his only points-paying event that he ran all season. Until today, as Derek goes off again. And up through turn 7. Up the stretch again. Turn 8. Here's the battle for second and third, still brewing up. Drive-through not giving up yet as he drives it in hard into turn 9. Ooh, now he gets a little sideways because of not having second gear. Having to try some different things, and Jason pulls away again. 6 to go. Man, look at this move into turn 3! Drive through right on him, couldn't make it happen. Into turn 4. Up the hill, down the hill to turn 4. Drive through's right on his back bumper. Into 5. Down to 6. Derek's off again, into the tires again. Up the stretch to turn 8. Still the battle. Into turn 3. Drive-through overdrives it a little bit. There goes Hutchinson off course again. Jason pulls away as they head to turn 4. Coming to 4 laps to go. Drive-through still losing time to Jason. Into turn 4. Check that turn 5. Drive through, sliding it through turn 6. And now Jason's going to get the great launch off. And keep it going. David is 9 laps down, running in 10th spot. That's rough. And Mark completes another. 3 to go here in Canada. And here comes Jason off turn 10 now. 9 seconds. It's about a second a lap between Jason and Mark. Tell you what, I think this race is history. Drive-through, drives it in deep and almost makes contact. Into turn 3. Into 4. And now into turn 5. Jason goes a little wide. But drive-through still can't get that launch off. This is the only battle really going on the racetrack. Coming to 2 laps to go. Mark is basically already there. He crosses the finish line now. 2 to go. Drive-through drives it hard into turn 10. Not good enough. Next time by, Riggleman will see the white flag. And will be 1 step closer to getting his first ORL win at this road course here in Canada. A race that drive-through thought would be all his. He blew second gear early and just hasn't been able to recover. Spun off into the tire barriers at one point. Really been a struggle. And Jason just hasn't had the speed to keep up with Mark. As you see, drive-through is all over him to turn 4. That's where drive-through lost it earlier. Into turn 5. Drive-through almost hits him. Remember, this will be big in the point standings. Jason will take second in the points at this point in time. And he'll be very close to the leader, who's now 11 laps down. And Riggleman is off in turn 9. Now into turn 10. Mark Riggleman sees the white flag. 1 more lap to go in Canada. Into turn 1 he goes. Now here's the battle for second. They see the white flag. 1 to go for them. They lost another 2 seconds on Mark. Jason got a little sideways. Drive-through got the better run off that time. Into turn through. Derek's in the wall again. No caution. Jason slides up the hill. Here comes drive-through right to the back bumper. Into turn 3. Drive-through goes to the outside. Not good enough. To turn 4 now. Turn 5. Jason goes a little wide. Drive-through. Trying to close. Drive-through gets the better launch off. Right on his bumper as they come up through 7. Down the Mario Andretti stretch. Mark is in turn 8. Mark Riggleman in his second official ORL start through turn 10. Mark gets his first career win. He wins in Canada. Here's the battle for second. Drive through. Looking for a shot. Jason opens the door. Into turn 10. It's a drag race. There's contact. Hubbard gets second. Drive through with the slide for third. They crash past the finish line. Both into the wall. Third place is going to be Bulls. He goes off in turn 6. He's a lap down. Mark Riggleman is your winner in Canada. This race is official. Mark first, Jason second, drive through third, then Bulls, then Trace Ryder in his first start of the season. He's in 5th, 2 laps down. Drew Hutchinson in 6th, 4 laps down. Then in 7th, Tony Earnhardt, 6 laps down. 8th, that's the 11. That is Derek Hamill. He is 7 laps down. 9th is the 4 of Ibrahim. He's retired. 10th, David Alvarez, and that's 78. He disconnected. He didn't get back out onto the racetrack. He's 10th. He was 13 laps down at the checkered flag. And now Mark drives it around one more time, and he's going to do a little bit of a burnout celebration here on the front stretch. As Riggleman claims the checkered flag, and we've got a car doing burnouts in turn 1. It's Bowles in the 85. And he's going to John force it down the front stretch in front of the flag stand. Mark gets his first career win in his second start. And now he's going to hit James head on. Oh, he hits the wall instead. But congratulations to him. Mark Riggleman, first career win. And now he's going to burn it down in turn 1. From all of us here, Jimmy Powell III, who had connection issues, I'm Jacob Hitz. So long from Canada. We'll see you next weekend at Talladega.